And back here on the First Coast News tonight, investigators returning to a home in Orange Park. That's where a fight turned into a deadly stabbing that left a 13-year-old boy dead and injured several others. Today, First Coast News received the police report of that incident. Still, though, no charges have been announced. Atia Collins is on your side. She's live from Debbie Lane, where this all took place, and has more tonight on what happened and how neighbors there are reacting. Atia?
Well, I have seen investigators going in and out of a lot of the homes here on Debbie Lane, presumably trying to figure out exactly what happened Saturday night when that boy and those boys were injured. Now, I talked to a lot of neighbors over the weekend. We have been here in the area the last 2 days, and one mother told me she had to create a makeshift barrier to keep her children away from the sidewalk where some of those boys were bleeding.
It's tough. It's the week of Thanksgiving. And instead of being thankful, we have a family of a 13-year-old child that's going to have to plan a funeral.
Investigators in Clay County are still trying to figure out what happened on Debbie Lane after a fight between teenagers left one dead and 4 others injured. According to Sheriff Michelle Cook, it was between 7 and 8 Saturday night that a knife was pulled out during a fight between boys ages 10 and 17. 5 boys were injured. 1, age 13, was later pronounced dead. 2 have since been released from the hospital, and 2 more are still inside. Sheriff Cook believes there was a total of 9 boys involved, but say there could be more.
There is a possibility that other boys may be involved and fled the scene before we arrived. So we're asking any parents or kids who may have been involved or may have known about this fight or why it happened to please call us.
The morning after the fight, a neighbor next to the crime scene was outside playing with her kids. She said she had to put a bucket on the sidewalk as a barrier to let her young children know they cannot pass that point, beyond which the injured boys had laid on the sidewalk bleeding.
You would never expect your kid to go to their friend's house and something happened to them.
That neighbor calling this incident very surprising and say this is a family area and that type of violence is out of the ordinary. Like we said in the beginning, no charges have been filed at this time. The sheriff saying it's early in the investigation, but the state attorney's office is involved. Coming up at 6, we'll hear from a First Coast News legal expert who will tell us why it could be a challenge bringing criminal charges to this incident. Reporting in Orange Park, Atia Collins, First Coast News, on your side.